Hey guys, Jason Wilmot here from Hacktics, and in this video I want to talk to you about retargeting and remarketing. Essentially, it is putting ads in front of the people who have qualified themselves by either coming to your website or falling into your funnel somehow. So stick around and let's talk about this remarketing and retargeting thing. All right, so let's talk about retargeting and remarketing. This is one of my favorite things because this is a fuel that you can use to improve your funnel, and it's going to gobble up a lot of low-hanging fruit. And the example that I want to give you is actually an e-commerce example. So keep listening, even if you're not in e-commerce. If you're a lead-based business or you're a growth hacker consultant and you want to bring leads to businesses, I'll get to that. But I think this example really helps as far as intent is concerned. So e-commerce is by far way in front of the pack when it comes to retargeting and remarketing, excuse me, when it comes to this digital marketing play. You see, when you add, let's say I go to a store and I want to buy some pants. I add some pants to the cart and then I get to the checkout, but for some reason I don't buy them, right? What I've done along the way is I've displayed intent. And I've displayed way more intent than somebody who's just visited the website and for some reason they just left, right? So I've got down deeper in the funnel than the person who just came to the website. So any good e-commerce brand knows that they need to retarget and remarket the people who displayed the greatest amount of intent. And you start spending money at those people first. Well, if you're in lead gen, if you want to, do this for your own website, there's another video that I talk about how to build your website basically in 3 core segments, where there's landing pages, there's qualifying pages, and there are thank you pages. Now, the thank you pages are if somebody has opted into your offer, whether it's request a quote, schedule a phone call, download something, whatever that lead needs to perform in order to, become a qualified lead at that point. So what happens though is we have a big mix of people who hit these qualifying pages that it is in your best interest as a business owner, or if you're a growth hacker like me, it is in your best interest to spend money on these people first, because this is where businesses leave a lot of money on the table. You see, imagine, if you will, somebody coming to a contact us page on your website, and for some reason they don't contact us, right? They don't contact you. Shocker, right? There are people who are interested in your business that come to your contact us page, but for some reason they don't opt in. And that makes a lot of sense. They want to go shop around, right? If I'm looking for, let's say, gutters on my own home, I want to go to one exterior, contractor or business, and I want to look up another, and I want to look up another. Well, it is to your best advantage to advertise to the people who've been to that contact us page, right? If you have, a potential lead out shopping around, then it is in your best interest to put remarketing and retargeting ads in front of those folks, because they've displayed intent along the way. More intent than somebody who just hit your website and bounced right away. So that's why I love remarketing and retargeting. And the avenues that I like to hit people on as far as retargeting and remarketing are concerned are Facebook. I love using Facebook because you can retarget people right away. It's a lot easier than YouTube, but YouTube is a lot cheaper, right? So there's a lot of good things. And then there's Google Display Ads, where you can put ads in front of people for absolutely free until they click. And then obviously on Instagram, that's something too, but you can also do remarketing and retargeting on Google Search, which is a little bit more advanced, but I won't talk about that in this video. But you see, the whole idea behind retargeting and remarketing is you're spending more money on the people who have displayed more intent than the other folks. And that's why it is, generally speaking, the best ROI performing campaigns in all of your digital marketing. Now, you have to keep in mind, yes, you're spending money on getting people into your funnel. If you're running, a paid ads funnel, but if you're not, I've spoken with a lot of people and said, hey, I have plenty of organic traffic. How do I increase those people actually opting in? Well, my answer is use paid traffic. Don't use paid traffic to get people into your funnel. Use the paid mechanisms to get the people who've qualified themselves, even if they came in organically. Use paid traffic to bring them back in to close the deal, to close the lead. That is the beauty about paid traffic. If you can get people organically into your funnel, great. That's huge. Like, that is a golden ticket. But if they're not converting, then it's not doing you any good. So what you want to do is you want to use paid methods to, you have to use kind of growth hacking methods to build in qualifications. And then if somebody actually qualifies themselves, then that's where you enlist the retargeting remarketing ads to work on your behalf and just bring back those folks until they opt into your funnel. So, hey guys, I hope you found this valuable. I really do like the ninja moves around remarketing and retargeting. And like I said, there's great ways to use YouTube to do this. There's great ways to use Facebook and Instagram. There's hacks for each one of those, and that's what I teach at Hacktics. So if you're interested in doing this for businesses like me and you want to start a successful growth hacking consultancy, go ahead and click through, sign up for my webinar where I give a weekly webinar on how to build a growth hacking consultancy. Now, if you are a business and you want to build this automation and this retargeting, magic into your funnel, then I've got something for you called Funnel Accelerator. It's a program designed to, help you build all of your qualifications in, help you build your tracking, your conversions, so that you're not just sending people in blindly. You know absolutely what, each click is costing you, often down to the cent. So there's the call to action. And then if you need somebody like me to guide you along the way, that's where I offer coaching. And if you're interested in that, hop on a discovery call. Well, guys, if you enjoyed that, I would encourage you to hit like. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Would love that. Leave a comment below. I would love to engage with you. Where's the best spot that you've seen retargeting or remarketing? I would love to hear that as well. Like I said, e-commerce does it really well, but there's also other brands that I'm sure have really, really capitalized on it. I like to think that I do pretty well on my side, seeing that this is what I teach and I preach. So guys, what I would just want to leave you with is, again, if you're interested in using these Hacktics, if you're using, these tactical implementations of you want to use automation and tracking and scalability in your own acquisition systems, then go ahead, click through, find me on Hacktics, and I would love to welcome you and love to see you at some point in the Hacktics community. All right, guys, adios.